One year I was out doing a bunch of promotions for a new workshop that I was trying to teach as a small business coach. And I was doing what I call the rubber chicken tour, which meant I went to every civic organization, chamber organization, trade association, and did the shorter presentation for that longer workshop. It's on time management. And I would always ask people if they had more time now than ever or less time than ever before. And every time I'd always get a raise of weary hands that when I'd say, do you have more time? Do you have less time? Everybody do that. Except for this one time. I remember I was out in a rural part of Tennessee and it was the Kiwanis Club. Not to pick on Kiwanis Club. That's just what this one was. And it was a breakfast one, and I think it was in a retirement home. And I asked people that question, and I got a response I wasn't quite ready for. They all had more time, with exception to that one, though. The rest of us are busier than ever before, and that's just getting worse. I mean, just think about the things you have to do in order to, quote unquote, get into shape. And if you listen to any experts, it's all about what you eat, but not what you eat, just what time of day you eat, or if you should or shouldn't eat, or God forbid you get into intermittent fasting and things need to be organic or smaller foods or the types of foods. And you need to eat these certain supplements and you need to eat them at this certain time frame. And that's just eating, not to mention going to work out or what type of workouts, or should it be boot camp this or CrossFit that, or how much should you be aerobic versus strength? Should you sweat? Should you walk? Should you run? That's just for that one area of your life. God forbid we start talking about all of the different applications that goes into parenting or your financial life, or going to see the doctor, just going to sleep now. Well, you have 14 different tips, tricks to go to sleep, which is something we've been doing since the day we woke up. In terms of marketing yourself or trying to stand out or figuring out all of the different bells and whistles that go along with it, we can get very overwhelmed. We get hung up in the technical thing. What we really need to think of are what are the one or two things we do well. And from that, everything else kind of has to fall into place. Marketing your business or standing out or just being unique in general. You need to put your face, your personality into the business. You need to be more story driven. You need to do things that other people cannot replicate. If you do that, that's going to make everything else kind of fall into place. That's the one thing you can do that nobody else can copy. That's takes the least amount of time. Ooh, that was bad.